What if Earth suddenly moved closer to the sun? What would happen to our oceans, our atmosphere, our cities, and to every form of life that calls this planet home? Today, we're going on an intense scientific journey to explore what would really happen if Earth started moving toward the sun, not slowly over millions of years, but suddenly. So, sit back and let's dive into a scenario that may sound like science fiction, but teaches us a lot about our fragile place in the cosmos. Part 1. Earth's perfect orbit. Right now, Earth orbits the sun at an average distance of about 150 million kilometers. We call this 1 astronomical unit, or 1 AU. This distance is not random, it's just right, not too close and not too far, making our planet warm enough for liquid water, stable climates, and life as we know it. Our orbit actually changes slightly throughout the year, getting a little closer in January and a bit farther in July, but these changes are small and do not threaten life. This stable balance is one of the reasons Earth became home to oceans, forests, and billions of creatures. Part 2. Closer to the sun. What does that mean? Now imagine this. Earth's orbit begins to shrink, not by a tiny amount, but significantly so that Earth receives much more energy from the sun than it does today. As we move closer, the heat from the sun increases, not gradually, but exponentially. This means temperatures rise dramatically, much faster than Earth can adapt. Let's break down what would happen step by step. Part 3. Extreme heating begins. The sun constantly emits energy in the form of radiation. Some of it reaches Earth and warms the surface, fuels the weather, and keeps water liquid. But closer to the sun, that energy becomes intense heat. Imagine summer heat waves but 10 times stronger. Day after day, temperatures climb beyond what humans, animals, and many plants can tolerate. Ice at the poles begins to melt rapidly, not over centuries but within a matter of months. Sea levels rise, swallowing coastlines and cities that once thrived at the water's edge. This is not future climate change. This is immediate, relentless warming. Part 4. Weather patterns spiral out of control. Earth's weather exists because of a delicate balance between the sun's energy, Earth's rotation, and atmospheric patterns. When that balance changes, weather becomes unpredictable. Wind patterns shift, storms increase in strength, hurricanes and cyclones feed off the extra heat in the oceans. Rainfall becomes erratic, entire regions flood, while others are racked by drought. The climates we once took for granted, the monsoons, the trade winds, the temperate seasons, all begin to break down. Part 5. Oceans and atmosphere change. Oceans not only warm, they expand. Warm water takes up more space, pushing sea levels even higher. Evaporation increases, releasing more moisture into the air. That sounds like more rain, but the truth is complex. Some places will experience torrential downpours, while deserts spread where once there were grasslands. The chemistry of the atmosphere also changes. Greenhouse gases trap more heat. Cloud patterns shift unpredictably. The entire climate engine of Earth starts running out of control. Part 6. Life on Earth struggles. So what happens to life on Earth? Humans would face extreme heat stress in many regions. Food production would collapse as farmland dries or floods. Fresh water would become scarce. Animals and plants adapted to current climates would struggle to survive. Ecosystems from forests to oceans could unravel. Life that relies on a stable climate, like coral reefs, could vanish entirely. Only a fraction of life forms might endure the new conditions, and they would be very different from the world we know. Part 7. Could Earth support life if it stayed closer to the sun? Only with massive adaptation, and not the kind we humans can easily make. Some microbes might thrive in extreme heat, but complex life, plants, animals, humans, would be forced into smaller, cooler areas, maybe underground, or near the poles, where conditions remain the least extreme. But the rich biodiversity of Earth would be deeply and permanently altered. Part 8. Would Earth actually move toward the sun? Right now, Earth's orbit is stable. There is no natural process that would suddenly pull Earth significantly closer to the sun. Astronomers study orbits, gravity, and solar dynamics very precisely, and Earth is not drifting toward the sun in any dangerous way. So this scenario is hypothetical, a thought experiment that helps us understand how delicate our planetary systems are. Conclusion. So let's recap. If Earth moved closer to the Sun, temperatures would rise sharply, ice caps would melt and oceans would rise, weather patterns would break down, water scarcity would spread, ecosystems would collapse, humans would face unprecedented challenges. Thankfully, this isn't something that will happen in our lifetime, or even billions of years. But thinking about it reminds us just how perfectly positioned Earth is in our solar system. Not too hot, not too cold, just right for life. And that's something truly worth appreciating. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified about our next science deep dive. Tell us in the comments, what other what-if scenario should we explore next?